Okay, I think that's everything on this side of the room. Just make sure. Yep, okay. Let's go over there! Here is the scene of the crime, or, like, where the victim was laying. It looks like an operating table. It's in the photo, too. Yes, it was here, then, as well, with the victim's body lying on it. There's a button here. Oh, I know! I'll try pushing it! Touch! Pearls! Don't touch the... Oopsie. Hey! It's moving! It appears to be a robot assembly device. Disassemble anything in a flash. Push the dismantle button. That sounds pretty neat. Can I push it, Nick? No! Please don't push any more buttons, Pearls. Please? Well, now we got an operating like lots of stuff moving around in the background. Lovely. An emergency ladder. This must be the one they used during the evacuation. The explosion disabled the elevators. So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me. As Miss Blackwell was climbing down the side of the building, she saw the culprit inside. I wonder which would have been scarier, that or looking down. Aura's desk is a mess, though that doesn't surprise me. Oh! I just want to dive in and straighten it up! Ugh. Wait, before you do... Metis. Huh? She just glanced over at her desk. It's Metis Sykes. Yeah, I could see a similarity. Klonko, can I talk to you? I really hope he's back to normal. You wish to speak to me, Mr. Wright? If you're going to hit me, please avoid the face area. Please? Hey, don't put me on the same class as that woman! That woman. What was Aura like 7 years ago at the time of the incident? When Mother died, Miss Aura was... confused. Huh. So he calls Dr. Sykes Mother, but Aura Blackwell Miss Aura? With the loss, she exhibited a severe catecholamine imbalance. Excuse me, but I have no idea what that means. Yeah, but I think I can at least have an idea of what it means. Pardon me, searching for alternative expression. She would spend nights crying, and then take out her feelings on those around her. Yeah, that sounds about right. After Prosecutor Blackwell was found guilty, she repeatedly demanded a retrial as well. That is correct, but without new evidence, her requests were ignored. And then, little by little, Miss Aura began to change. Yeah, I could see that, because... Man, she used to look so She started to hate it when I called her Mama Aura. Oh, so you referred to her as Mom too, but a different mom. And before long, she started hating the court system and abusing Klonko, huh? That murder destroyed so many lives. Right. Take a look at this paper on Dr. Sykes and Miss Blackwell's research. Ponko and Klonko, they're the robots with hearts that Dr. Sykes created. Whoa, that's a lot to take in. A heartbeat detection system that lets them determine when a human is present. In addition, they can recognize people by their ID tag or facial features. And they can infer people's emotions by analyzing their tone of voice. That's amazing! Hey, I don't know, Edgeworth. They might even be more human than you. Oh, come on, Phoenix! Come on, that is horrible! He looks so nice and friendly now, come on! What's that supposed to mean? I'm being so nice to you, come on! Old pal? Jeez, man, that is horrible. It kind of sounds like these robots can do what Athena does. Did we get everything? I think we did. Well, I guess that's about it for this room. So, what do you think, miss? What do you think, Wright? Any ideas? That's my line! There are still a lot of gaps in the evidence. But I'll pull it off somehow. After all, you asked me to prove Blackwell's innocence, right, Edgeworth? What? He did? Yep. He called it a special request. He reached out to me while I was still disbarred. So that was what sparked you to get your attorney's badge back? Yep. The Blackwell case. Right. I have a special request. I want you to clear one of my subordinates of suspicion. Hey, I'm not even a lawyer anymore, remember? Haven't been one for a long time. That 8-year misunderstanding has been cleared up, and you must be eager to return. I'm sure you're familiar with the other case that ushered in the dark age of the law. Very soon, a convict will stand as a prosecutor in court. I want you to keep an eye on him. Aww, just when I'm beginning to actually like the job I have now. This is how Phoenix is being right now, like this. Oh, just when I was starting to like having my job, like, as a pianist. Or whatever. Right. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Because of the espionage aspect, I wasn't free to give you all the details. Hey, no need to apologize. It's like I said on the phone the other day. I know what type of criminals you're after. Now, I know that the type of criminals you're after now aren't small fries anymore. I mean, come on. Which ones were small fries in Edgeworth's case? I don't remember. The only small fry I remember is the one from the first game, the first episode, Mr. Sawit, which was Mr. Did It. But that was not Edgeworth's case. It looks like your target finally decided to make a move. Yeah, it's for this very reason I returned. Time to bring it to an end. I'm going to end the dark age of the law That's what this is all about. The dark age of the law. It sure comes up a lot these days on TV and in the papers. And I hear there are more false charges and fabrication of evidence than ever. When I became chief prosecutor, the court system had already lost the people's trust. It all began 8 years ago. Not 7, 8 years ago. Which, when was Phoenix? When was Phoenix? What? Wait, when was Phoenix disbarred again? A lawyer was caught fabricating evidence, and a year after that, a prosecutor was found guilty of murder. Wait, do you mean? That's right. He's talking about my case and Prosecutor Blackwell's. It was a downward spiral after that, an absolute nightmare. After those 2 cases, the mass media launched an all-out attack on the courts. Public opinion was tainted, and before long, the legal world itself was sucked into it. It's such a shame. Once the suspicion forms, it's very hard to shake. Lawyers and prosecutors who were supposed to trust each other, pursue the truth together. It's so sad when people begin to cast doubt. They start lying to themselves and each other. Yes, and do absolutely anything to win. We're in an age now where winning is valued far more than the truth. I'm sure it's caused our new chief prosecutor to lose many nights' rest. Is it just me? Or did his brow get even more furrowed than the last time I saw him? The hostage-taker's disdain for the courts is a perfect example of the times. It sure is. Do you have any idea who the hostage-taker might be? Yeah, pretty big guess. Well, somebody who mistrusts the court system and who can manipulate robots. You want to take a stab at it, Edgeworth, or do you want me to do it? It can really be Aura Blackquill, obviously. Who else but her would want a retrial of that case from 7 years ago so badly? Simon Blackwell's older sister and the owner of this room. I agree with your conclusion. Perhaps she intended to force Miss Sykes to confess. Actually, I think she had much more horrific plan in mind for Athena. The important thing is for you to solve UR1 and prove Blackwell's innocence. And then maybe she'll release the hostages. I'm counting on you, Wright, to set that prosecutor and those hostages free. And I'll be counting on you in court to help me too. Of course, I'll do everything I can to help uncover the truth. As this isn't an official trial, I'm more at liberty to be a little unorthodox. Mr. Wright, are you finished with your investigation? Yeah, but I'd like to tell the hostage-taker something for me. I have to go to the detention center. I can't start the trial until I've talked to Athena. People keep dragging me everywhere when I'm trying to frickin' talk to Athena, and it's been, what, like an hour or more since I've tried talking to Athena, and been trying to talk to Athena all day, and frickin' taking me off! She's already given her consent. I'll accompany you to the detention center. So I'm still being watched, huh? How far a distance can you go? Holy crap. Like, I'm looking the wrong way. How long a distance can he go? Holy crap. I'll see you in court, Edgeworth. Humph. Even if it will be an undocumented trial, it'll be good to face you in court again. I mean, after all, it's been a long time. And then hopefully after this, it will go to be continued, and then I can check that email that I've been dying to check for the past, like, what, 20 minutes? She was right by my side only a few short hours ago. But I feel like I haven't seen her in ages. Oh, Mr. Wright! And Pearly too! I knew you would come! After all, the first step is the interview with the defendant. And because you're my friend, and I was worried about you. Thanks, boss. I'm not the only one who's worried either. Really? Who else? I saw Miss Woods today. She was so beside herself, she came to find me. She told me you used to live in the Cosmos Space Center. No wonder you knew so much about the place. Oh, so you know, huh? I'm sorry I didn't tell you. That's all right. Past is from the past. But there are some things I'd like to ask you. Sure. You can ask me anything. I promise I won't keep any more secrets from you. Okay, let's get straight to business. Because, yeah. I won't pull out my badge, but I want to know, I want to get straight to business. Tell me about the day Clay was murdered. I was actually at the Space Center that day. Ah, crap. In the Space Museum. Ah, crap times 2. Right where the culprit fled to? That's not good. I never could fully deal with what happened 7 years ago. But when I saw the center again, during the news coverage of the Hat 2 launch, I thought maybe if I went there, things would be different this time. That must have taken a lot of courage to face your past like that. So I went to the Space Museum the evening before the explosions. This was before the launch pads had even been switched. There was a sign that said closed for repairs, and they weren't letting anybody in. Yeah, the director couldn't very well switch the pads if there were people in there. But I snuck in anyways. Oh. Did you want to see that the Hat 1 group... Did you want to see that Hat 1 group photo? The one with your mother in it? I did. But what I really wanted to see was her jacket. That jacket on display. That was Dr. Sykes's? Had a feeling it was her jacket. But I should have known it wouldn't be easy to get over such a traumatic experience. The second I saw that jacket, it all came rushing back to me. Everything around me went hazy, and I couldn't see. I tried to get out of there somehow, but I guess I passed out. When I came to, I was in the passage behind the rocket. I was in the shadows, where people couldn't really see me. Maybe you got confused and went the wrong way When you were trying to leave? How long were you... Do you think you were unconscious, Athena? I was out until about noon of the next day. I didn't even know about the explosions. When I woke up, nobody was around, so I went out into boarding lounge too. My mind must have still been fuzzy, because my memory is vague after that. I don't remember how I got home. No memory, huh? This is gonna be tough. Which means... What if I'm the one who killed Clay? I think that's enough of that. Oh, I think that's enough of that, Athena. Let's talk about something else. So during the entire incident, she was unconscious in the Space Museum. Of course I believe her. But will anybody else? What kind of research was Dr. Sykes, your mother, doing? Machines that could tell people's emotions by their tone of voice, and my special ability. Someday, when people travel to distant planets, their companions will be robots. Part of her research, Athena was given those special headphones. Maybe that had something to do with her special ability, and her mom was researching that about her, and gave that same ability to the robots. And wait! If there's only two robots that are like that, then how was Widget made? Athena? Do you still retain some of your mom's, like, intuition sort of thing going on? So she said they had to be able to understand how their human companions felt. Wow! Robots that can understand people! I was just a convenient subject for her research. Dang, that is cold. All she ever did was work, and she never paid any attention to me. Ah, man, that's rough. Oh, sorry about that. Dredging up all that old stuff. No need to apologize. I guess her home life was complicated. Oh, by the way, Miss Woods said something about you always wearing headphones. She always wore these big, heavy-looking headphones. She said her mother made them for her as part of her research. I had to wear them every time I went out. Oh, I hated them so much. But she wouldn't listen. What were they for? Oh, she gave me some kind of explanation. But I don't remember now. It was too difficult for a little kid to understand. Okay, but let me say this one thing. I don't think your mother only thought of you as some handy subject for her research. I want to believe that. But just about the only things my mother left me with are Widget. Okay, there we go. That's where Widget comes from. The secret third robot. And this earring. That earring. Ooh, it's so beautiful. It's made of a piece of real moon rock she had for research. Ah, okay. Maybe she did love me in her own way. I'm sure of it. I'm really sure she did, because that's what I want to believe too. An earring that Dr. Sykes gave to Athena, the stone was cut from a real moon rock that was being used for research. Okay. I'd better ask her a little bit more about her mother's research. I should show her that paper I found in the robotics lab. Okay. Great idea, Phoenix! Oh, the Ponko series! You must have gone to the robotics lab. You seem to really love Ponko and Klonko. Yeah, my mother made them and I grew up around them, you know. Oh, there's one of those cute little robots in this photo too. Haha, see Ponko's bandage? I put those on her. I just wound them around and around. Pretty bad job, huh? But I really put my all into it. I hardly left the center in those days, so I didn't have any human friends besides Junie. I didn't really understand the difference between robots and people back then. I thought if a robot broke, bandaging it would help it get better. What a weirdo I was! It looks like there's something written on the bandage. Yeah, I wrote stuff like, "Get well soon, Ponko." But in the end, my mom just put her on the operating table and fixed her in a flash. Oh, that must be the thing I made move in the robotics lab! I was so impressed by what my mom did. I even asked her if she would put me on the table and fix me if I ever got hurt. It looked like magic to me, what she could do. A little girl who grew up around robots. She seems to have some good memories of it. 7 years ago. On a different subject. Did you hear about the person holding up the Space Center? Yes, a little. And this person has even taken hostages? I guess I'd better spare her the news about Trucy. Well, after some negotiating, we agreed to do a retrial of the case from 7 years ago. What? You're kidding me! So that means Prosecutor Blackwell might... Yep, I know he's innocent. I just have to prove it. So wait, did you know him back then? Yes, he used to come visit my mom a lot. He studied psychology under her and would sometimes ask for advice on his legal cases. He was very kind and considerate and straight as an arrow. Unlike now, where he's more twisted than a basket of snakes. That's why I took the witness stand during his trial 7 years ago. Please, you have to listen to me! Wait. He didn't kill her! His heart is screaming that he didn't kill her! And that's her psychology special ability that's speaking out to her too. I was a fool. How could anyone else know what I was talking about? She heard the voices of his heart. You were only 11 then, right? You were brave just to give testimony. Pearls is right. You did the very best you could at the time. But nothing I said did any good. I was a shaking and scared little girl, small and ineffectual. Even after I went to live with my relatives in Europe, I stayed closed up in my shell. But you're different now. You're always so bright and cheerful. Thanks. That's because one day, I came to realize that I had to fight. I couldn't give up. I exercised hard, and I studied hard. I wanted to become the strongest lawyer I could be. I wanted to save Simon, but I had no idea how. Then I met Mr. Wright, and thanks to him, I realized that if I became a lawyer, I could prove that Simon was innocent. I also realized that psychology could help me do this. I mean, psychology was my mother's specialty. When I studied it, I felt like she was there with me, supporting me. It doesn't seem like Athena knows that Prosecutor Blackwell is due to be executed tomorrow. I wanted to prove Simon's innocence, personally. I wanted to do it so bad. Even now, I want to fly out of here and go save him. Come to think of it, she said something like that during the Themis Legal Academy trial. She mentioned there was somebody she wanted to save. She must have been talking about Prosecutor Blackwell. I heard some prison guards say that you had an interview with Simon. How was he? What did he say? No, I can't tell her! But how can I lie to Athena? He was doing well. He was happy about the possibility of being proven innocent. Oh, Phoenix! Why? Why? You're the frickin' guy that says that you're supposed to always go for the truth and stuff, and here you are lying to someone that can read emotions. She's gonna frickin' realize it. He was? I wonder if he smiled like he used to back then. If I can't prove Prosecutor Blackwell's innocence in this trial, I don't think Athena will ever forgive me. I just have to set him free. Failure is not an option here. Whoa! I thought you might be here, Mr. Lawyer. We're in trouble! Well, thank you. Thank you for delivering the troublesome news. We are? What is it now? This day's been horrible. I couldn't find a single open courtroom. They're all in session. Oh no! But this is an emergency! It's very difficult to interrupt a trial once it's underway. Yeah, give me that cell phone ring. My phone! It's from Drusy! Oh God. Oh God. No! Wait! We still have a little more time! Besides, all the courtrooms are being used right now! Make all the excuses you want, but you won't get more time. Your daughter is first. The poor thing. She's a little too young to die, don't you think? Man, I would want to punch her right now. No! Don't you dare touch her! There has to be something I can do! The cruelest injustice is about to befall us! No! This can't be happening! Mr. Maya, help us! Wait a minute. Maya? I read somewhere that you were holding a trial in the middle of an exploding courtroom? Oh, here we go. That must have been really something. Although weird is par for the course with you. Well, time to make the unthinkable thinkable. A courtroom blew up. That's it. There is a courtroom we can use after all. Okay, time's up. Too bad. Any last words you'd like to say to her? Hold it! Hold it! That's what I got to say. Aura, please don't add to the crimes you've already committed. So you know who I am, do you? It wasn't like I was trying to keep a secret anyway. Pfft, sure, says the person that, was trying to keep Trucy's mouth shut whenever we first contacted, or whenever you first showed Trucy. We're ready to start the trial. Here comes Fulbright going, what? What are you talking about? We can hold it in the ruins of courtroom number 4. The one blown up by the bomber! Oh! What a wonderful idea, Mr. Nick! I never would have thought of that! An astonishing trial in an astonishing location! I guess it's only befitting. I'll go get the place ready right away! I didn't exactly pick the place for its astonishing factor. How about it? Are you ready to have your brother's innocence proven? My brother? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I forget to mention? It's not Simon you'll be defending. What? Not Prosecutor Blackwell? I indict Athena Sykes on the charge of murdering her own mother! Damn, you are frickin' black-hearted. You'll be defending the little princess there. The one behind the glass, you see there. What? See you in the mountain of rubble you've chosen for our courtroom, Mr. Wright. What is she talking about? Athena? Of course. Why didn't it ever occur to me before? If Prosecutor Blackwell is innocent, somebody else had to have been the true culprit. Did I kill my own mother? Oh God. The blank stare those blank eyes she's giving. Man. No! No! Oh God. No way. It can't be true! Not the dreaded Black Locks! Mr. Nick! What's the matter? I see five Black Psyche Locks! I've seen these kind of locks before. They hold terrible, dark secrets. Dark, black locks, protecting a secret hidden deep inside a person's heart. And there's no way to remove them. And that's all she wrote from this. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a great day.